History is often told through grand monuments and ink on old parchment. But today we look closer. We see our story built by hand, piece by piece, from the very soil and sea that defined us long before we had a name. Our ancestors were a people of the current. They didn't see the ocean as a barrier, but as a bridge. Their Balangays were more than just ships. They were floating communities. In these vessels of wood and twine, they navigated the vast unknown, guided only by the stars and a fierce spirit of exploration. Life moved with the rhythm of the tides. In these small settlements, a rich culture thrived. It was a world of gold ornaments, bamboo dwellings, and laws etched in bamboo. A civilization already deep in wisdom and tradition, living in harmony with the land they called home. But the horizon, once a gateway for trade, was about to bring a different kind of change. The air grew heavy as massive giants of oak and canvas appeared on the waves. The Spanish galleons had arrived, carrying a new god, a new king, and a destiny that would rewrite the story of our islands forever. On the shores of Mactan, the clash of civilizations began. It wasn't just steel against wood, it was the fierce, unyielding will of a people who refused to be subjects. In that moment of smoke and spray, the first hero of our history emerged. "300 years of stone and spirit." The bamboo villages grew into massive cathedrals. The sound of the agong was replaced by the tolling of church bells, echoing across newly built plazas. Under the cross and the sword, the islands were forged into a single name: Las Islas Filipinas. A new culture was rising, a fusion of the ancient and the foreign. In these miniature cobblestone streets, our ancestors learned a new tongue and wore new clothes. But deep beneath the stone walls, the heart of the Balangay never truly stopped beating. But stone walls cannot contain ideas. In the quiet of a miniature study, a young man took a quill and used ink to awaken a nation. Jose Rizal showed us that a pen could be sharper than any blade. The spark became a wildfire. In 1896, the cry of freedom echoed through the hills. Our ancestors tore their tax papers, their cedulas, declaring they were no longer subjects but citizens. Under the red flag of the Katipunan, a revolution was born, handcrafted from the same soil they bled for. A new sun was finally beginning to rise. Against the odds, the sun finally rose. In 1898, a new flag was hoisted, a patchwork of silk and dreams, finally flying on its own terms. It was the birth of the first republic in Asia. But history is not just a collection of dates and names. It is a story built piece by piece, hand by hand. From the Balangay to the Republic, we are the architects of our own destiny. For in the end, we are all just small pieces of a much bigger story. A story that started in a wooden Balangay, and a story that is still being made today.